75 Iroquois Drive, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. B3A4M5 members of the media are asked to contact HICC Media Relations at media-medias@inf.gc.cato confirm their attendance. The tribunal is an independent quasi-judicial body that reports to Parliament through the Minister of Finance. It hears cases on dumped and subsidized imports, safeguard complaints, complaints about federal government procurement and appeals of customs and excise tax rulings. When requested by the Honourable François-Philippe Champagne, Minister of Finance and National Revenue, will travel to Europe from December 15 to 18 to meet with European government counterparts, officials, business leaders, and strategic partners to reinforce Canada's commitment to shared economic prosperity, Resili. The Honourable Evan Solomon, Minister of Artificial Intelligence and Digital Innovation and Minister responsible for the Federal Economic Development Agency for Southern Ontario, will make an important announcement in support of the Canadian quantum sector. Time 10:00 am. Location, Toronto, Ontario M. The text of the following statement was released by the governments of the United States of America and Canada on behalf of the Standing Group of Partners on December 12. The United States and Canada welcome the commitments and participation at the December 9 Haiti Force Generation Conference for Tea. A strong Canada depends on strategic investments that enhance Arctic sovereignty and security, and create opportunities for Northerners and their communities to thrive. Today, the Honourable Rebecca Alty, Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations and Member of Parliament for the Northwest Territories. New initiative will accelerate the integration of businesses into national and international defence supply chains. A strong defence industry is key to Canada's national sovereignty and security as well as its economic resilience and long-term prosperity. That is why the Honourable Patty Hajdu, Mini. The Honourable Shafkat Ali, President of the Treasury Board of Canada, will host an event at the Toronto Metropolitan University, Brampton campus to highlight federal budget investments to build major infrastructure for the 21st century. A media availability will follow the event. Time 3 p.m. Lokadi. Additionally, over $2 million was announced to support 4 projects under the Energy Innovation Program. These projects focus on providing insights on industrial decarbonization and the role of electricity, low-carbon fuels and carbon reduction technologies as we transition to net zero by 2050. SMA. Canada is taking concrete measures to make the most of its natural resources and existing infrastructure while seizing new opportunities to develop the best energy technologies right here at home. Today, Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of International Trade Yasser Naqvi, on behalf of the HON. Mexico City, Mexico. The Honourable Adam Van Coeverden, Secretary of State and Canada's FIFA Sherpa, will travel to Mexico City and Monterrey, Mexico from December 14 to the 17th to advance collaboration with key partners in the lead-up to the FIFA World Cup 26. On Monday, he will deliver remarks at. During these periods, only one lane will be open to traffic in alternating directions. Road signage will be in place, and flag persons will direct traffic. Motorists can expect delays. The sidewalk will remain accessible. Cyclists are encouraged to dismount their bicycles when crossing the bridge. The Government of Canada is committed to rebuilding, rearming and reinvesting in the Canadian Armed Forces. Today, the Honourable Stephen Four, Secretary of State, the Honourable Reki Valdez, Minister of Women and Gender Equality and Secretary of State, and Karim Bardzi, Parliamentary Secretary. Canada, European Union, Ukraine. Recalling the G7 Foreign Ministers' joint statement in Niagara and the G7 Energy Ministers' statement on Ukraine's energy security in Toronto, participants reaffirmed their unwavering support for Ukraine in defending its territorial integrity and right to exist, and its. In a rapidly changing and uncertain world, Canada's new government is focused on what we can control. It has a plan to protect and strengthen the sectors most affected by U.S. tariffs. This includes helping Canadian industries adapt to this new global landscape. Today, the Honourable François-Philippe. The contraband and unauthorized items seized included hashish, cannabis, tobacco, blades, and cell phones with accessories. In total, the institutional value of the seized items is estimated to be over $58,000. The Correctional Service of Canada uses a number of tools to prevent drugs from entering. With a $2.5 million investment, the University of Toronto will deliver programming to help Canadian companies bring their EV innovations to market. The Government of Canada is taking action to build a strong, competitive, and clean economy by supporting the researchers, innovators, and companies who The Government of Canada and Government of Ontario are announcing 5 new Youth Justice Centre satellite locations in Toronto that will help improve access to legal and community supports for at-risk youth across the city. The new Youth Justice Centre satellite locations will support a joint commit. Time: 10:00 a.m. Location: Dakota Community Center, 1188 Dakota Street, 2nd floor. Event hall at the Jonathan Toews Sportsplex, Winnipeg, MB R2N3H4. MP D'Entremont will be joined at the announcement by Yarmouth MLA, Nick Hilton. The announcement will be made on behalf of the Honourable Sean Fraser, Minister of Justice and Attorney General of Canada and Minister responsible for the Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency. Time: 11 a.m. AST Locati. The Honourable Evan Solomon, Minister of Artificial Intelligence and Digital Innovation and Minister responsible for the Federal Economic Development Agency for Southern Ontario, to make an important announcement to help businesses thrive and drive economic growth. Minister Solomon will be joined by. Following the announcement, media will have the opportunity to ask questions. To be made aware of any changes, media representatives are encouraged to register for this in-person event by contacting Environment and Climate Change Canada's Media Relations team at media@ec.gc.ca. Time: 1:30 p.m. Location: Hillsborough Park Community Centre, 199 Patterson Drive, Charlottetown, Pacey 1A6C7. The Alto High-Speed Rail project will be one of Canada's largest infrastructure investments in decades. Building the first high-speed rail network in Canada will turbocharge our economy, create well-paying jobs, support Canadian businesses and industry while delivering to Canadians the transportation. The contraband and unauthorized items seized included cannabis concentrate, marijuana, methamphetamine, hashish, tobacco, and cell phones and accessories. The total estimated institutional value of these seizures is $408,345. The Correctional Service of Canada uses a number of tools to prevent drugs. The pass is designed to make life more affordable for Canadian families and offer them simple solutions to rising living costs. With the Canada Strong Pass, Canadians can explore the country with their loved ones and enjoy cultural, historical, and outdoor activities for free or at a reduced price. D.